Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. It's our midlife crisis.
Hello!
Hi, how's it going?
Welcome back to Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast. My name's Eddie O'Keefe, and I'm joined, as always, by my friend who I always forget to write an introduction for, my, the scratch to my grounder.
Oh, I like that.
The Orbot to my other Q-bot. I knew the name. And I'm sure there's two other sidekicks somewhere, but the ones from Sonic Underground. Who cares?
The sleet to your dingo.
There we go. Jesus Christ. It's LT Fletcher.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm doing good, thank you. I am very, very tired. I have not really stopped since we started this podcast. In some way, shape, or form, I've been doing an improv thing, or I've been doing this writing, I've been editing this and budgeons. I haven't stopped, and it's wonderful, but my body is telling me to please stop for a day. And tomorrow I'm going to London to film wrestling, so I'm not stopping.
It's nice to keep yourself occupied. It's nice to keep the mind going,
Yes.
but sometimes while the mind likes being occupied, the body's like, please, I can't handle it, I'm so old.
This is the best problem for me to have, that I'm too busy with too many fun stuff to do, but I also need to listen to my body and be like, hey, have a day off soon. So luckily Saturday and Sunday are going to be fairly chill for me.
Oh, I love a good sleep on a Saturday and Sunday, I can tell you.
Yes, I'll be at Reese and Gemma's, you may know from Budders and Dragons, and we'll be having a nice fun time playing Mario Party, and they're taking me to see a shit film, which I'm not allowed to know what it is yet, and I'm nervous.
Oh no, it could be anything. It could even be Sonic the Hedgehog 3. No, I'm joking, it's probably fine. I haven't seen it.
Oh, I'm excited. LT, let's have a recap. What did we do last chapter?
Last chapter, we had a couple of scenes. Tails and Shadow had a bit of a chat. Tails made Shadow aware of the plan to go into space to get the maybe Chaos Emerald, we don't know. But Shadow sort of mulled it over, and of course the final decision remains with Sonic. And also Vector found a giant ring and went into the special zone and accidentally had sex with lots of beautiful ladies and got a Chaos Emerald for it.
Yes, and the Chaos Emerald made Vector able to clone himself temporarily.
Yes, which is not a responsible power to have when you are Vector the Crocodile.
No.
Even if you're Sega's version of Vector, that's an irresponsible thing. But
he's already quite chaotic and not aloof, but like the chaotic version of aloof. Like he doesn't give a fuck. It's Vector. Fuck it, do what he wants. So that was a nice little thread. Well, yeah, what would I have done from Tails finally opening the door and seeing it with Shadow, because that's where I left off before.
Yes.
Genuinely, probably the same kind of thing. Tails telling Shadow the plan, and Shadow being like, maybe. Shadow would never give a definitive yes or no.
He would never give a damn.
There we go. And then definitely like a side character fun adventure I would have also done. I would not have given Vector Chaos Emerald. That was a nice little left field thing. But yeah, I would have done something similar in that kind of vein. So I'm glad we're on the same wavelength for now. But there's enough curveballs to be like, I don't know where this is going, which is still feels fun.
If I can make an educated guess then based on where I think I would have picked up last time, I think maybe we're going to get a bit of Sonic today. That's my guess.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
That's my assumption. That's a very cheeky smile you're pulling, so I'm a little concerned.
I think you're genuinely going to enjoy this chapter. This is not, I will say right now, this is not another me going, let's talk about football and birthday parties and ignoring it. This is actual plot, I will say, being developed in this chapter. So I'm excited.
Interesting, exciting.
LT, I have sent you the link.
Boy, here we go. Oh, that's another chunky title there.
It sure is. We should also say that when Shadow left Tails, he did give him a very special DS cartridge, which had Paper Funnel 2 Farm Adventures on it, which I was very much looking forward to playing.
That's true.
Obviously, he was going to send it by drone, I think it was. So.
By post my drone.
Yes. So, LT, please, LT, go ahead with Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, it's the podcast, Chapter 5.
Okay. Sonic the Hedgehog, the fanfic, the podcast, Chapter 5 is entitled, I think it's about time we introduce the bad guys into this fanfic, otherwise all it's going to be is a bunch of loosely connected stories about characters from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise that we know and love. Or maybe dislike, I don't know, I'm not your dad. Unless this is being read in the future, and I did have kids, and you are my child, in which case, why are you reading this? It's way past your bedtime. Go to your room, for fuck's sake. Sorry about that. You know what it's like. Kids. Part 1.
I don't know why I put part 1. I just thought it'd be really funny.
Well, now I've got to follow that up with part 2.
We don't have to. Who knows?
It could be like the Spider-Man cartoon where like they'd air stuff out of order, so you'd have part 1 week and you'd come back to part 2 like a fortnight later.
I'm convinced there was like a week of fucking Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers episodes that was like to be continued, and it was like, end the story, lads.
Come on, yeah. I'm a small child. My attention span is not that great. What do you mean this story is 14 parts long? Shadow set off home. He heard a buzzing noise behind about 20 minutes into his walk back. It was the post Madrone from Tails. Holy cow, that was fast. Shadow ripped the package from its hand and, gripping Pepper Funnel 2 Farm Adventures close to his chest, thanked the drone before walking away. He hadn't been this excited since he completed Mary-Kate and Ashley's Sweet 16, License to Drive. I remember that!
It sure is a game.
It's one of those games that definitely exists. Yeah. Now, are we talking about the PlayStation version or the Game Boy Color version?
I assume Game Boy Color.
I feel like Shadow would have a Game Boy Color.
Yes. And it's also it's the clear one, not the black one.
Like Y2K aesthetic, for sure.
Yes.
He hadn't been this excited since he completed Mary-Kate and Ashley's Sweet 16, License to Drive. That was a long 4 months. Oh, he's not even good at it. Mm-hmm. He opened the box, his fingers trembling. Oh no, the cartridge was loose and it fell out. Oh, sweet chaos, Shadow shrieked. Where's that damn DS cartridge?
It had to happen at some point.
He dropped... I just realised Shadow showed up in the damn 4th chapter.
Oh, fuck me, I didn't know.
Completely unintentional.
God damn.
He dropped to his hands and knees, pawing at the tall grass, desperately searching, and then he heard it. Ribbit. It can't be. Ribbit. Shadow, is that you? A large, wobbly figure came bounding towards him, knocking over several shy guys and girls who were all ogling Shadow from a distance. Not those kind of shy guys, except one. His name was Lawrence. Everyone called him Loz, although he wasn't really sure why. He was a good guy. Had a monobrow for a short while in school, and a brother named Elliot, who was also short for a while in school, and then had a growth spurt, as kids often do. Please, be careful where you step. I've just lost something very important to me, and it's not even mine. Tails will be so mad I've lost it. What are you looking for, Shadow? Big queried, his head tilted slightly to one side, but that's only because the dumbass had got peanut butter stuck to his fur and in an attempt to scratch it off with his shoulder, had glued his cheek to his arm. Shadow was too preoccupied to notice. Jesus, I'm so sorry, I just caught the next line here. Tails lent me a game. Have you heard of Pepper Funnel 2 Farm Adventures? Of course, Shadow. It's a classic. Oh, you must be careful about dropping things. Yes, thank you. I just finished getting the final trophy on the Elden Ring DLC. Shadow looked up at Big, gobsmacked. You what? You only bought the damn thing yesterday, Shadow exclaimed, digging his gloved fingers deep in the dirt. What the fuck was this game? Oh, it was easy, Big said, sheepishly kicking the rock with his foot. No one questioned why Dwayne Johnson was there.
I wrote the rock by mistake, and I guess just saying it.
I didn't even die once. Shadow flinched. This one stung, like a bee stinging its stinger into Shadow's shadow regions. Ow, Jesus.
No.
A no-death run? Big, what the fuck? If I was ever going to pass on my wisdom to you, Shadow, it's that you should never underestimate anybody. And with that, Big ascended into the heavens, faster than Sonic could suck off a chili dog, which is approximately 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. Weird guy, Shadow mused. He paused for a few seconds, staring at where Big had once stood, before shaking his head and remembering what he was looking for. Think, Shadow, think, Shadow thought. What would... Fuck's sake. What would Pepper Funnel do? That's a good question, Shadow the Hedgehog. No, It can't be! Oh, but it is! Pippa Funnel! Shadow screamed, his mouth agape. There she stood on top of a horse, which has recently recovered from traumatic head injury after being routinely punched in the face by a bakery worker. Pippa Funnel! Not Pippa Funnel, the bakery worker that punched the horse.
Yeah,
Just
there was that chapter 3, Knuckles punching a horse in the face in the bakery.
Oh, it all ties together!
Not just some ramblings from an idiot.
I can't believe it! Shadow stood up, rubbing his eyes in disbelief. In 2003, you became the first person to win the Rolex Grand Slam of eventing, with consecutive wins at Rolex Kentucky, Badminton, and Burley. And then you also won Badminton in 2002 and 2005. And then at the European Championships, you won 2 individual golds and 3 team golds, and you're a 3-time Olympic medalist, winning team silver in 2000 and 2004, and an individual bronze in 2004, and you competed at the 2016 Summer Olympics. I sure did, Shadow the Hedgehog. I sure did, Pippa said, lifting her horse high above her head. But Pippa, why are you here? Shadow was almost too nervous to ask. He was too scared to mention that he also competed in the Olympics.
He has.
Just like ships in the night, they just never notice. I mean, Shadow, I'm here to ask you a favour. I don't know what Pippa Funnel sounds like. I'm sorry.
I'm sure she's listening.
Well, if you are Pippa, it's a delight to have you aboard.
Thank you, Pippa Funnel.
But thank you, Pippa Funnel. I never thought I'd hear that on this podcast. Shadow, I'm here to ask you a favour, she said, swinging the horse by the tail like a certain plumber. By all means, it'd be an honour to serve you in any way. I, Pippa Funnel, MBE, am seeking a great power, and I believe you are the key to helping me find it. Pippa, I'm sorry, I no longer possess a Chaos Emerald. For some reason, every time they get close together, they fuck off again. It's a really stupid design flaw that Tails hasn't gotten round to fixing yet. No, Shadow, it is not a Chaos Emerald, for I already have one. What? Shadow screamed, his voice so loud that flickies flew far from forest trees, and one of the many vectors lost its erection. What the hell was that? One of the vectors said. Oh, who cares? Said Vanilla, currently hanging upside down with 2 other vectors holding onto each foot, several of her toes in their mouth whilst their tongues were making Gene Simmons blush. He was wanking up in the corner. What, Gene Simmons?
Yeah.
Jesus. Now stick your finger up my ass. Oh no, this is Vanilla.
That's Vanilla. Okay, come on.
Now stick your finger up my ass and death roll my hole. I can't believe you made me say that. Oh, you bastard. You utter fucker.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No. Vector stood up straight. Find the cunt pewter room, he bellowed and dived headfirst into Vanilla. Okay, Mom, I guess I'll make my own dinner again then, a tiny voice said, as Cream left the room quietly, falling over a passed-out crocodile cock. She dusted herself off and skipped merrily out of the room. Oh, poor Cream.
There's something very sad about I'll make my own dinner again. Just like,
oh, she's only little.
It's happened like several times.
She's only little. Eddie, no, why?
It's just very funny to me.
Okay. Ribbit. For the love of... Will you please shut the fuck up? Shadow had lost his temper by now. He couldn't find the game anywhere. Shadow, that's not very nice, Pippa sympathised, rolling the horse around the ground with a rolling pin and cutting out star shapes before putting them into an oven at 220 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. What?
Silly horse.
Well, I'm so sorry, Pippa Funnel, but I'm looking for something important, and you still haven't told me what it is you want. It's not safe to talk here. Can I meet you at your place later tonight? Nobody knows where I live. I keep that a closely guarded secret. You live in the back room of a Primark in Central City. Damn.
Oh, sorry, I think you did one of Shadow's lines as Pippa. One of Pippa's lines as Shadow.
Oh, did I?
I think it was "They're not safe to talk here" as Pippa.
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
think he did have Shadow. So he's just chatting to himself.
Well, maybe Pippa Funnel's got chaos control powers. You don't know.
That's true.
Oh, you're so fucking cool and edgy when you swear. Look, I have to run. Be at your place by 8 p.m. tonight, Shadow. And for the love of horses, don't let me down. She kissed Shadow on the dick and jumped back onto her horse. See you splog, hedgehog. And she put out a cigarette on the horse's arse, who proceeded to also ascend into the heavens. See you splog, hedgehog. That's entering the vocabulary.
I thought you'd really like that one. I couldn't think of anything that worked, so I just put in Block.
She's obviously met Sonic as well at some point then, yeah.
Must have.
Shadow was dumbfounded. He couldn't believe what had just happened. What could all this mean? Ribbit. The weird conversation with Tails earlier. Ribbit. The strange interaction with Big. Ribbit. And suddenly meeting his hero, the irreplaceable and almighty goddess to be worshipped forever and ever, Pippa Funnel. Ribbit. I said, shut the fuck up! Shadow had run out of patience. He picked up Froggy and threw him as far as he could off a cliff. Asshole! Shadow screamed. He sighed and pulled out his wallet. Thankfully, his CEX card was still in there. He could pop by on his way back home, pick up a copy of Pippa Funnel 2 Farm Adventures, and Tails would be none the wiser. He was annoyed, though. He'd been saving up his CEX points in order to cash in and buy a Sega 32X, but he didn't want to let Tails down. He would be the first one in the entire country to buy one. After all, in Shadow's mind, he was his best friend. Oh my!
No.
What a revelation. Maybe I should tell him that, Shadow queried to himself. Nah, I'm sure he already knows and doesn't torture himself hourly about the fact that although he seems to have many close friends by his side, he doesn't have one true best friend. And what if they don't really like him that much anyway and they're only pretending to be his friend for a big joke and they secretly all laugh behind his back? Nope, that's definitely not how anyone ever thinks, Shadow reasoned with himself. I feel like there's a traumatic story involved here, Shadow, somewhere. He took another quick look around, but no luck. The game was gone. Shadow sighed and ran to the CEX. Slap, slap, slap. Is that you? No indication of who this is, by the way, the readers.
Of course. Not yet, anyway. It'll become clear very soon.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Now, what's the secret password? And no, it isn't Robotnik6969 fuck me in the egg. I've changed it since last week. Oh, God. ... silence. Oh, right, I forgot you don't talk. Ah, fuck it. Come in, come in. Did you find it? Do you have it? A horrible spitting noise followed by a light clatter followed. Robotnik reached a hand down to touch the squelchy mess. Yes! Yes! Finally! I have it! It's mine! An unboxed version of Pippa Funnel 2 Farm Adventures. And I already have the strategy guide! Oh, and I couldn't have done it without you. Ribbit. End of chapter 5.
Dun dun dun.
Froggy, that turncoat!
Froggy has turned heel.
Oh no! What does this mean? No, really, Eddie, what does this mean? Hell.
Well, it's not my decision. This is to make, unfortunately. So there we go.
Oh, I never thought I'd see the day when we had evil Froggy on our hands. And yet, here we are.
So there we go. Robotnik finally has an unboxed copy of Pippa
Pippa
Funnel 2.
Funnel 2. I'm keen to know why he specifically needs an unboxed copy of it.
I mean, that's up to you, really, isn't it?
Shit, you're right.
Maybe obviously me later on. But he has got a strategy guide, so that's good. It's a very difficult game to beat.
I love, actually, now that I think about it, I love the idea that they even printed a strategy guide for that. Okay. I won't lie, I do kind of have an idea already for where this
Excellent.
might go.
No, I'm glad. But yeah, I like this. I'm really happy with this chapter. There was a lot
This
of
was
intrigue.
fun. This was very silly. I love that Pippa Funnel is just there now.
Yeah, well, she was, and then she's ascended to heaven. So we don't know where she is now. Currently,
Well, I mean,
Big have just
her
gone
and
to
Big,
heaven.
yeah, they're just chilling out with God and St. Peter, having a good old time.
Yeah, I didn't want Big to just walk off, so I just thought it'd be funny to have him just ascend. And then I was like, oh, Pippa Funnel has to go. Wait, let's just have her ascend as well.
I mean, I won't lie, Eddie. I couldn't have predicted any single percent of this story. It's
Well,
not what I saw coming. I love how it feels like every time we do this, and I think this is kind of the perfect sort of indictment of how good this is working as a concept. The fact that every time we sort of find ourselves going, well, that's a little bit like what I had in mind, but 98% no.
yeah, I can see the thread that you followed from what I wrote previously, and vice versa. I'm really happy that we got some, just some shadow lore about him and Tails, how he views Tails, but
Oh, I feel so bad now.
maybe Tails doesn't realize, or Shadow hasn't told him, so there's kind of like a Shadow thinks it's an unspoken friendship, but Tails needs the reassurance.
Maybe that's their character arc.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
We've
maybe,
got that-
maybe
that
something else really stupid instead.
could all change. We've got Big being a fucking genius at video games for some reason.
The savant Big.
Yeah, fucking 100% Dark Souls in a day and the DLC. Oh, not Elden Ring, sorry.
Elden Ring.
And the cream line, I almost left it as Vector just jumping into vanilla, but I was like, it'd be really funny just to have the saddest cream line I can think, which was,
Oh my
I'll make
God.
my own dinner again then, I guess.
That genuinely, a little twinge of sadness in my heart on reading that. She's so little.
I'll make my own dinner again, I guess.
But because it's cream, she can't be impolite. She has to be like, okay, that's fine. That's fine, mother. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry to be a bother. I'll be out of your hair.
I didn't want to give Cream anything just horrible, but it's funny to have horrible things happen around her, and she's just kind of like, okay, and then I'll just do it myself, I guess. It's fine.
There's
it's
enough
really
horrible
funny.
shit about Cream the Rabbit fandom in this community. So
there sure fucking is.
If anything, this is a step up from a lot
Yes.
of it.
And then the big, reveal, Robotnik and Froggy.
I know. And where is Robotnik? Is the question.
Exactly. Still haven't established that.
No.
And that he's finally got what he wanted, which is Pippa Funnel 2. Very sought after game it appears to be.
I'm very happy to find out that, we have now got 2 Chaos Emeralds in play, but also the MacGuffin of this story appears to be a second-hand Nintendo DS game.
You're the one who introduced video games as a concept of a story plot.
It does seem to be a recurring thing, doesn't it? We've had Earthbound, we've had Call of Duty, we've had Cooking
Elden
Mama
Ring.
1 and 2, Elden
Yeah.
Ring, and now Pippa Funnel 2 Farm Adventures.
You introduced Sonic being depressed because he couldn't complete Earthbound as a story thread. So I think video games has to be one of our current main through threads throughout. It looks like, because it wouldn't make sense if I just dropped it all. It's like, no, Shadow wanted the game. Let's continue that by having Pippa Funnel turn up, and then Robotnik also wants to play Pippa Funnel, because why would you not? It's the best game ever made.
Well, do you know what? You know what's going to happen, don't you, Eddie? We're gonna meme ourselves into buying this game. Is what we're going to do.
Is there Pippa Funnel 3? There is
What's it called?
the Golden Stirrup Challenge.
The what? Wow.
It's on the PC.
Oh wow. Okay.
A PC CD. Is there Pippa Funnel 4? There is!
Right. Okay. This is turning into the Pippa Funnel extended cinematic universe now.
Pippa Funnel 4 Secrets of the Ranch.
Okay, that sounds kind of cool though.
Is there Pippa Funnel 5? No.
Ah.
Good lord. So yeah, I packed a few bits in here for you, I think, to grab
You
onto.
did, and yeah, I mean, no sign of Sonic still.
I like the fact that we're just not going back to him. Just do the whole adventure without him. Despite the fact it's called Sonic the Hedgehog, the podcast, we just don't go to him for 20 chapters.
Oh my god! I would kind of, in a way, almost love it.
Oh, it'd be so funny. Just the book ends. Hey, I did it at the end.
False alarm, guys. There's no need to go into space after all. Oh, okay. Bye.
Oh, cheers. That'd be silly.
Right, Eddie. I mean, obviously we don't discuss where you would take the story at this point, but I've got some ideas bubbling away here.
I'm really glad. And it's like, we've got a few threads now open for you to take, which is nice. And we've got, the big Froggy reveal. I'm really excited to see what happens next.
I can't believe that Froggy's a bad guy.
He keeps trying to get away from Big.
Oh, he does. Maybe he's a criminal on the run and has been this whole time.
Yeah. I always did feel a bit sorry for Froggy. He clearly just wants to get away. Big's like, Froggy! It's like, no, leave him, mate.
Big has ascended to heaven, but Froggy did not. And there is a reason for that, because he's a naughty Froggy. And as we know, naughty Froggies go to the bad place.
If we named our episodes of the podcast by stuff we've said, Naughty Froggy goes to hell.
Froggy. It sounds like a really shit straight to VHS film from the late 90s. Naughty Froggy goes to hell. Like the worst, crappiest horror movie you've ever seen.
Or the best.
Or the best. Who's to say, really?
But definitely the worst.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh dear. Well, this was a fun time. I don't think there's anything else we can say, really.
Well, not for now, but see what we come up with next time.
Lovely stuff. So, LT, do you have anything you would like to plug?
Yeah, go on then. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch, and my username on both is LT Dangerous. And if you're on that their new fangled Blue Sky website, you can find me on there, ltdangerous.newlegacyinc.tv. I don't think there are any other LT Dangerouses on the site, though, so you just type LT Dangerous and you'll find me. And also, you can check out my other podcast, Ruthless Aggression Relived, which is about WWE from the Ruthless Aggression era. Eddie's been on there a couple of times.
I have.
And hopefully again quite soon.
I definitely will be for that Vengeance episode.
Yes.
So I'm very excited for.
It's gonna be good. I will also be co-hosting with my dear best friend Victoria, Chatatouille, a Disney podcast in which we are going through all the Walt Disney classics. We start at Snow White and we're doing one per episode, and we're hoping to get that an episode a week on that one, so you should have a good little schedule going on there. And yes, it's just been a lovely time. Lots of silly goofs and gaffs, lots of fun. I mean, it's just two old pals having a nice old time together, and I think that's good and lovely and great.
I agree.
Eddie O'Keefe.
That's me.
From off of the internet.
Of course.
What plugs do you have?
If you want to follow my socials, my personal socials, you can find me at Eddie O Podcast on all of them, at Instagram and Twitter mostly. I'm also on Blue Sky, and I'll probably switch to that at some point, but right now I can't be bothered. But it's on there. And you can follow our comedy D&D podcast, Budgeons and Dragons, where the whole goal is to go to Budgeons, buy a scratch card to Mother, get home, give it to her, and not die. We are 104 episodes in at the time of recording, and we've had no winners, so it's impossible, but very silly, very fun time. LT is a regular guest. We've had Sonic-specific episodes. We had people play as Sonic characters a few times, and it's just, in general, a very silly, very fun time. If you like the vibe and comedy of this podcast, you will really enjoy Budgeons and Dragons.
Yeah, it's like this, but with even more very silly people on it.
It's this, but not scripted. So imagine the unfiltered fucking nonsense that comes out of my mouth.
God. Well, yes. I mean, to be fair, Eddie does the voices of all the NPC characters, so yes, his mouth often comes into play.
It sure does.
Would you like
does Vector's?
Yes. Would you like to give the listeners a sample of Mother's voice for those that don't know what she sounds like?
Let's do Mother reading one of the things. Okay, said Vanilla, currently hanging upside down with two other Vectors holding on to each foot, several of her toes in their mouth, whilst their tongues were making Jane Simmons blush. He was wanking off in the corner. Now stick your finger up my arse and death roll my hole.
Beautiful.
That's Mother.
She's a charming old lady, really.
She's lovely. As I said to LT earlier, easier to do than Tails, weirdly.
Figure that fucker out.
So there we go.
And where can we find the show's podcast? You're listening to the show's podcast. Where can you find the show's socials?
The show's Sean Connery. The show's social is at Sonic THTFTP. Sonic THTFTP on the social media. You can find us, especially mostly on Twitter. Plug in new episodes, and please don't forget to tell your friends about the podcast, especially if they like Sonic, and give us a 5-star review on Spotify. We don't fucking give us our episodes, you cunts, and Apple Podcasts.
But yeah, give us a 5-star wherever you download it. That'd be really helpful. It really increases the visibility of the show, helps us out a lot. I know it's cliche, I know it's boring, I know you're sick of all your podcast hosts saying it, but it is true. It does help.
It really does. It gets makes us climb up the charts, and also gets us higher in the recommended podcast things. If you listen to a different Sonic podcast, for example, the more ratings we have, the more likely it'll be like, hey, you might like this podcast instead, or as well, which I hope you do. So, and just again, tell your friends. It's the easiest, cheapest way to do it to support us. Just tell your friends to listen and enjoy. I hope you're enjoying it.
I sincerely hope so. I mean, I'm excuse me, I'm certainly enjoying it.
Yes,
and really, at the end of the day, isn't that all that matters?
Yes, fuck you.
No, I really hope that you guys are having as much fun with this as I am, because I am genuinely being blindsided by this every single time.
Yes.
And I know you guys are.
At time of recording, we've just released the first 2 episodes today, and we have had some lovely feedback. People who really enjoyed it and said it's a very stupid time. Mostly saying they can't wait to see where it goes. Which I also am very excited for, because I have no idea where it's going to go.
I know, that's the beauty of it. Like, everybody wants to know where it's going to go, especially us.
Yes, but especially Bart.
Right, I think that might be it then.
I think that's time to call it. We'll see you next time for LT's Chapter 6. And don't forget, everyone, this is always shite.
Sonic. It's not. It's
shit.
Great.
It's
brilliant.
rubbish.
It's brilliant, Eddie. Listen, Stay Sonic is one of the grand tomes of Sonic lore and literature, okay? We must put respect on its name.
Stay Sonic.
Fine.
Fucking rubbish catchphrase.